Hello and welcome to this flow practice this evening. Start off in a comfortable seated position. Inhale to lift the palms all the way up over the head. Bring them down in front of the heart. And just take a moment with the palms pressed together to start to ground through the sit bones, lengthen through the spine, and then start to feel the body. At this point, you can take the right hand onto the stomach and the left hand just over the heart space. Begin to start to breathe a bit deeper into your stomach, so feeling the rise of the right hand with the breath, and then up towards the left hand, so activating that diaphragmatic breathing. Focus on smooth transitions between the breath of the inhale and the exhale, and allow the breath to start to become seamless and effortless. Inhale to extend the arms up over the head. Exhale, bring the palms down to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bring the palms down. Once more, inhale, extend the arms up, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Inhale, this time to grow the palms up over the head. Keep the prayer and twist over to the right. Allow the right hand to come behind the back and the left behind your knee. Grow taller through the spine to support the twist. And take the gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to reach the arms back up and then twist using the rib cage over to the other side. Release the right hand behind the back and the left behind the knee. Inhale. Exhale, come back to the center, grow the arms up tall, and this time interlace the fingertips and press the palms up. Grow taller through the upper body, ground through the sit bones, stretch through the fingers, and then begin to twist to the right. Exhale to the center and over to the left, back to the center. Bring the hands now behind your head, so you cradle the head, press the elbows out, twist to the right, center and to the left, and to the center. Now bring the elbows towards one another, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale to extend the elbows out. Exhale, chin to the chest, elbows together. Inhale, press them away, use some resistance here. Inhale, coming back to the center, this time roll through the back of the head, try and allow the neck to relax. And then come back up with the palms. Extend your interlace back up to the ceiling and release the hands down either side. Take a few rolls through the shoulders back. Take a deep breath and extend the arms into cactus arms now. So inhale to twist to the right. Keep the elbow in line with the shoulder. Inhale back to the center and over to the left. Then come back to the center and start to lean back, lift the heart space up. And once again, come back to the center and twist to the right and back to the left. And then inhale, lean back, lift the heart, control through the back bend, engage the core. Release the palms down and make your way into tabletop with the toes tucked, and then bring the hips back to the heels for a toe squat. Inhale to lift and extend the arms up and come into cactus arms and lift the heart in this version of camel. So here you can take the hands onto the back, bring the elbows towards one another to really lift through the lower back and support the spine, and then start to lean back by lifting the heart space up. Try and keep the front of the hips parallel to the knees. Exhale, bring the hips back, untuck the toes and come down into a variation of child's pose. Inhale to tabletop, tuck the toes. Inhale to cat. Exhale, rounding into cow. Inhale, come to bring your hips back and lift up for that variation of camel. So either cactus the arms or take the hands to support the lower back, whichever one serves you right now. Keep the hips pressing forward. Inhale, lift the palms back up, cactus the arms. Take the feet down and into a child's pose. Nice deep breath. Come back up into tabletop, into cat. Exhale, rounding into cow. Inhale into cat. Exhale into cow. Tuck the toes, bring the hips back, and once again into that variation of camel. So either cactus the arms or support the spine. Extend the arms back up. Untuck the toes into that variation of child's pose. Inhale. Coming to walk the feet back. We'll walk the hands towards the front of the mat for Uttanasana. So you want the hip points to be over the knees. As you melt the heart space forward, the forehead can come down. Keep a bit of engagement through the lower back, tailbone long. Press into the tops of the feet. Deep breaths, allowing some openness into the shoulders. Then come to look up, and we'll come on to the left fingertips and thread the arm under the right. Walk the right hand slightly over to the left so it's over the crown of the head, and put a little bit of compression into that left arm. Breathing deep as the chest spins open. And then coming to unthread and make your way over to the other side. So this time the right hand threads underneath. Palm faces up. Allow that twist into the torso. The hips and the legs are strong and supporting the pose. Breathing deeply into the lung capacity. Make your way back into Uttanasana or puppy pose before coming back into tabletop. Inhale to cat. Exhale, rounding into cow. Inhale to cat. Exhale and rounding, hollowing through the stomach. Tuck the toes this time and continue with the movement. So just notice if there's any difference with the toes tucked here. Also getting a bit of a stretch into the arches of the feet and livening the feet. And then coming to walk yourself to bring the hips back onto the heels and back into that camel pose position. So we're going to do another variation. This time cactus the arms and twist towards your left. Take the left hand back onto the right heel, extend through the right arm. And then take the hand of the right onto the left shoulder, draw it back and then extend back up. Reach your left fingertips back and then twisting to the other side. So the right hand onto the left ankle and the left hand this time coming straight onto the right shoulder. Opening up and making sure the shoulder lengthens away from the ear and then extend through the left hand. Both palms reaching up, take the hands, clasp them behind the back, interlace the fingers and start to lift the palms away and draw the shoulder blades together. Slowly come to bring the sit bones down, release the interlace, make your way into tabletop and just taking some movements that feel good here. So it could be cat-cow, it could be circular movement through the hip, just allow the lower back to release. Walk the hands forward, tuck the toes, keep a bend in the knee here. So we're going to focus on the length in the spine, bending the knees and then straightening one and then the other, and then coming to shift over onto the edges of the feet. So just waking up in preparation for down dog. And then when you feel ready, lengthening through the backs of the legs, maybe continuing those kind of warm-up movements in down dog. Find the tailbone nice and long, come up onto your tiptoes, and we're going to try and walk all the way up to the top of the mat on the tiptoes to in between the hands. Lower the heels down, take the feet hip distance. Inhale to bring the fingertips up to roll the tops of the thighs away at that hip crease. And then see if you can fold a little bit deeper with the stomach onto the thighs. You can keep a bend in the knees at this point. Perhaps grab hold of opposite elbows and find some opening in your forward fold. Inhale to take the hands back onto the hips. As you come all the way up, try and keep that length through the spine and continue the arms sweeping up overhead. Bring the palms together down to the heart and release. Inhale to sweep the palms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the heart. Take the hands to the hips. Keep the length through the spine as you fold fully in Uttanasana. Once again, maybe use the fingertips at the hip creases. Inhale to look up and lengthen. Step back with your right foot. Come down into low lunge. Keeping the back toes tucked. Bring that prayer behind the head. Inhale, elbows up to the sky. And then straighten through the right leg. Bring the palms all the way up. Make a mudra by bringing the pinky finger and the thumb together and spreading the other fingertips wide like a bowl here. Release the hands, open the left hand back and the right hand stretched forward. So you're twisting over the legs. Inhale to bring the arms, keeping them nice and straight. So the right hand comes down. Extend up through the left fingertips in the twist. Inhale, sweep the arm up along beside the ear. And then exhale, bring the left hand down and extend the right arm up. Open up through the chest. So it might feel nice to bring the hand into the small of the lower back. Allow that right shoulder to roll back. Inhale, reach the arm up. Plant the palms either side. Come up onto your left tiptoes. Step back into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Bring the knees down. Pick up through the toes, cross the ankles and slowly lower, keeping the torso straight. Lift the heart space forward into small cobra. Lift the palms away. Reach the arms up over the head so that you're connecting with that long line through the middle of the body. Bring the palms back down, tuck the toes, and make your way back into a child's pose for a moment. Deep breath in, feel the rise of the breath into the thighs. And exhale, that hollowing back. Tuck the toes and make your way into down dog when you're ready. Nice full breaths, feeling into the feet and the hands and the length of the spine. Bring the gaze forward, come right up onto the tiptoes and tiptoe the feet all the way up in between the hands. And come to take your feet at mat distance apart. Bring your thumbs into the creases of the hips and roll the thigh flesh away and fold deeply. Inhale to bring the hands onto the hips, extend through the spine, come all the way up, and then reach the arms all the way up to the sky. We're going to this time bring the hands to a prayer and lean over to the right and back to the center. Try and keep the hip points even, but to the center and over to the left. And once again, over to the right with the inhale. Exhale to the center and over to the left hand side. Come back to the center, release the hands. Take the hands back onto the hips. Inhale, bring the chest forward, guide with the heart, forward fold. And step back with the left foot this time. Inhale to bring the hands up, bring the hands together and take the thumbs to the nape of the neck, elbows up to the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, lift the knee, reach the palms up. Keep your fingers separated, just the small finger and the thumb together into that bowl down to the heart. Inhale to take the right hand back and sweep the left arm forward to twist through the torso in your lunge. Inhale. And exhale, bring that left hand down and sweep the right arm up to the sky. Long line through into the neck and the crown of the head. Sweep the arm along beside the ear and exhale, bring the right hand down and reach the left arm up to twist in the opposite direction. Open up through the lung capacity, the rib cage, press back through the other heel. Bring both palms down, frame the right foot, come right up onto the tiptoes, step back into plank. Shift the weight forward and your choice, either lower all the way through chaturanga or bend the knees down like we did in the first option. Small cobra or cobra. Bend at your left knee and slide the left foot over to the right side. It might touch the ground, it might not. Make sure the lower back feels happy, and then come to roll over and do the same on the opposite side, so right foot touching over to the left side. Bring both feet down and bend the left foot again. This time slide your right forearm down onto the mat underneath the shoulder. Press into the left foot and extend through the right leg. So like a mini side plank, reach the left arm up and exhale, come down. And now the left forearm down and bend the right knee and take the foot behind and lift up and out through the left side body. Flex out through the right foot. Exhale, coming all the way back down. And bring the forearms down in front of the shoulders, Sphinx pose. Lift up through the front of the torso. Tuck the toes, bring the chin to the chest and come into forearm plank. Lift the hips high. Walk the feet slightly closer for dolphin pose. So on the forearms, similar to down dog, extend through the spine. And then extend all the way up into down dog through the elbows. Come right up onto the tiptoes. Walk all the way forward. Inhale to bring the hands to the hip creases. Lift the chest as you roll the thigh flesh away. This time fold a bit more deeply. So you might grab hold of opposite elbows behind the calves. Inhale, shift the weight a bit further forward into the toes. And then the second option to become even deeper, take the feet wider away. And this time, as you grab hold of the wrists or the forearms, bringing the face in between the legs. Breathing deeply still into the stomach. And then bend your knees, clasp the fingertips behind the back. Forward fold with the arms coming out in front of you. Bend your knees, try and keep the arms exactly as they are, spine straight as you come all the way up to stand. So it's going to feel quite different to when we're using the weight. We've still got resistance here. And then let go, allow the arms to be free, sweep them from side to side. And perhaps do a few twists through the body, allow the hands to slap against the side of the body. Just releasing after that big contraction. Inhale to sweep the arms up, bring the palms together. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center, exhale to left. Inhale to center, to the right. Inhale to center, and release the hands. Bring the feet back to hip distance. Okay, so we're going to bend through the left leg, step back, setting up for triangle pose. We want the right heel to be in line with the left arch of the foot. Try and draw up through that right kneecap into the hip and then square off the pelvis towards whatever's in front of you. Extend out the arms into a T shape and then bend your left elbow and bring the palm onto the back of the head. Inhale to lift through the side of the waist, slide the chest forward, bring the right hand down. Bring the gaze down, draw the right shoulder blade back and then look up as you roll the left shoulder back. Breathe nice and deeply into the sides of the ribs, into the Q-bell muscles of the lower back. Keep extending and lengthening through the right side body at the same time. Deep breaths. Inhale, lifting back up. Draw the feet away from one another and then come to switch sides. So this time your left heel is in line with the right arch. Square off the hips. Draw the inner thigh towards the outer hip rotator. Extend forward, bring the left palm down, rotate that left shoulder blade back, and then as you lift the gaze, draw the right shoulder blade back. Breathing deeply into this side of the body, opening up into the front of the right hip. Inhale, exhale, back up into Trikonasana. Extend the arms up. Turn the hips now so that they're parallel to one another. Turn either your right toes forward or keep them slightly out to the side for pyramid pose. Either grab hold of opposite elbows behind the back or come to reverse prayer. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then fold over that left leg. So really think about drawing the left hip crease back, lifting up from the soles of the feet so they're really gripping on to the mat. Maybe coming a bit deeper but keeping the spine straight. Press the feet away as you come up and then flip it over to the opposite side of the mat so you come to a pyramid on the other side. Draw the right hip crease back and then fold from your hips. So you're really thinking about bending from the hip crease. Lift up through the arches, through the sides of the legs. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades back, lengthen through the spine, maybe fold a bit deeper, hinging. Take a nice long breath in and then slide your way back up. Okay, so we're going to extend the right arm forward, take the left hand to the hip. Set up as if you're in Trikonasana, coming to Trikonasana again, but this time bring the foot a bit closer. Come up onto your left tiptoes and you make your way into Adron Chandrasana. So half moon pose. You want to open up the front of the hips and pelvis towards whatever's in front of you. Flex out through the foot so the toes come forward and the sole of the foot presses back. So you might play with extending that left arm all the way up or maybe over the head. You might play with lifting up the right fingertips, trying to maintain the shape. Taking long sweeping breaths in and out. And then make your way back. And we'll come over to the opposite side. So this time right hand to the hip. Bend at your left knee as you come up onto the right tiptoes. Take the weight into the left foot. Bring the left fingertips down. Rotate open through the pelvis. So you might find one side is a bit trickier than the other. And those options again, either playing with taking the arm up, maybe bringing the gaze forward or up to that top hand, maybe extending the fingertips forward, and maybe coming to float the left fingertips away. So yeah, just playing here with that pose and allowing the discrepancies to be there and kind of honoring if one side finds it more tricky than the other. So being kind to yourself. Inhale to stretch the arms up and bring the palms down to frame the front foot. Step it back to down dog. Take the stance a bit wider and then take the weight into your left hand as you bring the right hand to somewhere on the outside edge of the left leg and then switching over to the other side. Allowing the twist in the torso only. Come back to down dog. Come to the knees and rest yourself back in child's pose. So you might take the same mudra with the hands, the thumb and the index finger pressed together whilst the other fingers spread out, making that bowl shape. Allow the shoulder blades to roll down the back, hips to be heavy to the heels. Release the hands down, roll yourself up, and then come to tuck the toes and prepare for camel variation. So we're going to make sure the hips are over the knees, lengthen through the sides of the waist. Starting off by taking the right hand to the right heel and sweeping the left palm back. Try and keep the hips over the knees and then coming all the way back to the center and then over to the other side, extending the right fingertips back. Inhale back to the center. And then you can either do the same again or take both hands back onto both heels. Lift the heart space open. Maybe the head and neck can drop back. Make sure the lower back is lifting and lengthened and then arching. And then making your way back up by reaching one arm up, then the other, gently coming down into all fours, taking some movements here, perhaps tapping out through the tops of the feet or rolling through your torso, whatever feels good really and intuitive to kind of neutralize the spine. So camels are reasonably big back bend. Maybe some cat and cows here as well. And then make your way onto your sit bones and extend your legs out to the top of the mat. So Pashmina Multasana, take the right sole of the foot down about a fist away from the left inner thigh, starting off by sweeping the arms up, taking the left hand outside of the leg, the right hand behind to twist. Deep breath, lengthen through the spine, exhale to ground. Inhale, extend the arms back up to the sky, plug the shoulder blades down into the socket, and then making sure you're square before you fold over the left leg. Try and keep drawing the shoulder blades down and lifting the heart space through the gateway of the shoulders. Inhale to slowly come back up and switching sides. So once again, about a fist away from the inner right thigh. Flex out through the foot, extend the arms up, draw the shoulder blades back, twist to the left, right hand to the outside edge of that leg, left hand behind. Keep the left shoulder blade down the back, the spine long, breathing deep up and down the spine. Grounding at the sit bones. Inhale. Exhale, come to extend the arms back up to the sky and try and make some space to lift up from the navel, lengthen the spine, draw the top of the right hip away and fold over the leg. Breathing deep and with intention. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe fold a bit deeper and extend your torso back up, legs out long, just moving them from side to side, giving them a little knead out with the hands. Inhale, extend the arms along beside the legs and roll all the way down onto your back for Shavasana. You're welcome to rest here for as long as you wish. Allow the cheeks and the eyes and the face to become soft, the shoulder blades to roll down the back. Hip points to feel open with the toes gently rolling out to either side. Allow the breath to no longer be a conscious effort. The backs of the hands resting beside the body. And just taking the awareness to the body and to relaxing each part of the body in turn. Relax, relax, and relax. So I thank you very much for joining me for this video. My name is Becky from Sanskar Yoga. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to receive more notifications and videos like this. Namaste.